Well, this makes the first time we've ever seen a Hutt fight, and it's quite a slugfest. This is Vader Reviews. We are honored that you would join us. I have returned from my 2-week recovery. Thank you everyone for your concern and prayers. And it's fitting that my first review back is a Star Wars film. Now I'll admit none of the trailers for this movie interested me, but Mando was cooler and honestly more brutal than I've ever seen him before in this film. Shooting, stabbing, fighting, and flamethrowing his way through everyone who has the misfortune of crossing his path. And if you're a Baby Yoda fan, he's as cute as ever, without being overused. For the most part, the film is the TV show on steroids. Everything's dialed up to 11, from the action to the number of alien creatures on screen. And at its heart, the film is geared for father and son, returning to its classic roots as an adventure film for boys. Packed to the gills with cool fights, cool ships, cool droids, and a whole caboodle of creepy space critters. But as much as I enjoyed this film, it's not all sunshine and ravioli. Given my history with the Hutts, it's admittedly a tall order to get me to care about Rada, since the Hutts are basically giant talking space turds. It doesn't help that all of his dialogue is written like a YA novel, whining about his daddy issues to anyone who will listen. Fatness Everdeen over here says he doesn't want to be part of his father's violent criminal world. So what's Sluggo the Wonder Brain's brilliant plan to accomplish this? Apparently it was to sell himself into servitude to another crime lord who looks like Discount Bob Hoskins, and butcher people in his death games. Well, no one said Hutts was smart, or his opponents for that matter. All they really needed was some salt and the fight would be over real quick. And while that part of the writing was as clumsy as it was stupid, I truly enjoyed the rest of the story with Mando and Grogu. The best way I can describe it is this. It felt like a little boy making his favorite toy fight every monster in his toy box, and I mean that in the best possible way. Star Wars, as originally conceived by George Lucas, has always had action. But this is the first time we've gotten a true action film set in the Star Wars universe. It felt like the plot of an 80s movie. To put it in human terms, the CIA hires a mercenary, Mando, to take out the bad guys because he's the best of the best. He shoots a bunch of people, gets double-crossed, and shoots a bunch more people. But since he's fighting stormtroopers, aliens, and droids throughout the film, we get a level of violence we've never quite seen in Star Wars before. And truth be told, it's pretty wizard. Now, as I've said before, I enjoy Star Wars these days like a buffet. I take what I like and leave the rest. I'm not going to eat something just because it's Star Wars. On the other hand, I'm not going to burn down the restaurant just because a manager who no longer works there put some crappy stuff on the menu a while back. Your mileage may vary as it depends greatly on your own point of view. But for me, I found the straightforward storytelling refreshing. It was an action-packed adventure, no more, no less. There was no messaging or deconstruction of characters or mythos. Just a good old-fashioned action movie, where the hero kicks butt and takes names. But those are my thoughts on it. Before we go, I'd like to take a moment to thank my coffee supporters. You guys help make the magic happen around here, and you're totally wizard. Until next time, this has been Vader Reviews. May the Force be with you.